Howdy y'all, Matt again here. Welcome back to Shark's Place. This is my girlfriend Zoe, and today we're gonna walk around and meet the different animals we have here.
This is Mupy, or Mupster, or Mr. Mips. His real name is Mr. Mup. He's a feisty guy. He came from the neighbor's house as a feral kitten, and Matt tamed him.
I don't know if I tamed him. I don't know if he's tame yet, but he's getting there.
He's about as tame as a feral cat can get, I think.
He's a friendly boy.
Recently, he has started cuddling with us, which has been amazing.
I think he's cuddling with us because we had to spend $3,800 on him to keep him alive, but
yeah,
he knows it.
He impaled himself on a 5-inch piece of wood. It grazed his spleen. He had a crazy, it was like a Frankenstein kind of stomach. The stitch, the seam where they sewed him up was like this long.
All right, y'all, come on right this way. We're going to check out where most animals chill, at the Quackhouse. There's a lot of ducks that come and go here. Honestly, I haven't been extremely responsible with this duck population. There is a generation of 2 of inbreeding that's happened. I don't want to talk about it. But these are ducks that don't quack. They communicate with their heads and make a little noises. Let's see, guys, you want to bob your heads? You got something to say?
These are runner ducks. You can see their wings are like highly miniaturized. They cannot fly. The Muscovies can fly, and as you can see, as you can hear, these are quacking ducks. The ducks also kind of forage around here. Matt has seen one of them eating a toad. They also eat acorns. They just like dig stuff up and eat it.
Got a little water set up. Squirts right into the little bucket. Play smarter, not dumber.
All right, so the bigger goat is Bentley. He is an alpine goat. Both of these goats came from Matt's grandparents. Bentley doesn't have horns. He has this like weird kind of messed up horn that grows sometimes.
He got his horns docked he got his horns taken off when he was little, so it kind of grows and then it breaks and then it bleeds down his nose. And
he still headbutts with the other goat, Brady. Brady is an Angora goat. Brady is aggressively affectionate. He loves to have his head scratched, and if you don't scratch his head, he will headbutt you. He will possibly knock you over. Matt told me something really interesting about goat horns. They have a lot of blood pumping through them.
Tons of blood circulation.
So,
if you grab right here around the base in the winter, it's warm.
Yeah, so it's not like, deer antlers or, where they just break off. It would be a serious problem if one of Brady's horns broke.
Well, if you cut off his horn, I think he would bleed out. Bentley's got this little stuff. You could probably wiggle it. Yeah, it's usually a little loose. It's got a little wiggle to it. And eventually they'll headbutt and it'll fall off and he'll have blood running down his nose because even that tiny little thing has a bunch of blood in it.
But you can, actually the Angora goats are where mohair, that fabric comes from. And he needs to be sheared twice a year. they're pretty docile. um, Bentley, you said Bentley probably weighs like 180 pounds or
I don't know.
something?
Yeah, Bentley's pretty heavy. I mean, actually, he's a little bit slimmer. I feel like that was the easiest it's ever been to pick him up.
Okay.
So, Bentley doesn't require any special treatment besides trimming his hooves. Brady needs his hooves trimmed and he needs sheared every 6 months. These are not the hardiest goats. My vet told me they were kind of like the wimpiest breed of goats. I had 3 of these and lost 2 to worms. The first one, I didn't know a whole lot about taking care of goats back then. But the second one, man, we did everything, and sometimes you just can't. So, actually, I think he's buried under that house right there. Before we moved the house over here, but I think.
The goats.
Yeah, he's buried right there. This is where he's buried.
I think the goats actually spent some time right there after he died. Also.
They had the morning of little buddy.
Yeah.
So I didn't know about the Fey Matcha scale before when the first goat got worms. So you want to, periodically check your goat's eyelids and just see, you can see a little red in there. That's good. You want to see some color. If it's pale, that's bad. That's little red blood cells, and well, both times in my case it's been worms. People say, "Do you get milk?" No, these goats don't make milk. Actually they do help clear land. So you can see this area over here. They've cleared a lot of this. This is where they used to be, and now we've planted a whole bunch of stuff in there. We moved them into here pretty recently. But they're wethers. They're neutered males. So yeah, they're fun little critters. Come on, guys, let's run around and shit.
They will play sometimes. Brady feels excluded. Sometimes Matt will hook like a chain or something up to their collars and just let them graze, out in the back where there's a lot of nice grass.
Yay!
Yeah, like way back there. And I've seen them actually eat poison ivy. Goats can't eat just anything, but they can eat poison ivy and have no ill effects. So there's so many plants they like to eat out front. It's just, it's not, it doesn't work.
What's this?
That's some mohair.
Yeah.
That's some of the. That's some of,
I guess they were shorn here.
no, they weren't shorn here. It's just I don't. My mom. So mom spins a lot of this.
Is your hat made from that?
My hat's not made from mohair. It is made from some wool from Grandma and Grandpa's sheep that
Okay.
Mom spun. But so I have a couple. I have 3 fleeces in there. I have a couple I've given Mom. She doesn't need any more. She had a bunch of leftover wool from when Grandma and Grandpa were done having sheep, anyways.
I wanted to shout out this jewelry maker real quick. That is turquoise and a horny toad lizard. The person who made this, their Instagram handle is Ty, Town Jewelry, no underscore or anything. She is an incredibly talented Navajo jewelry maker focusing on silver and does usually use turquoise in her work. She's also very reasonably priced. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of her work.
So these are just the animals these are just our farm animals here. We see plenty of wildlife around here. Saw a box turtle laying eggs back there. On a game camera, I got a picture of a doe nursing a fawn. My brother and I came up on a nesting turkey, a turkey sitting on eggs.
We've seen a turkey roosting in a tree too, near one of Matt's trails.
Yeah.
And there are tons of deer out here. Matt's neighbor very generously has given us venison a couple times from deer shot very close to here. And we have also seen evidence of their presence because they eat the Japanese maples we have.
Yeah, they do. They're kind of hard on some plants out front.
But yeah, Japanese maples seem to be delicious to a lot of critters, so
Yeah.
yeah. Something else, I haven't necessarily seen these, but we have had incredible success with pollination of the plants we've grown here. So I'm assuming there's a wonderful population of bees and butterflies, and also not as welcome bugs that have eaten our plants, like squash bugs and possibly beetles. But it's actually a big deal that there is such a thriving insect population here, because with the use of neonicotinoid pesticides and other types of pesticides, insect populations across this country have declined dramatically. So it's cool that there are so many bugs here.
For sure. Past couple of years, we've had like a pretty heavy drought around here, and this place is just south of frog level. I would jokingly say it's skeeter level because there are so many mosquitoes here normally. It just stays very wet, and there's not this area. Dawn is what this area is called. It doesn't have the best drainage. So yeah, I mean it's a great mosquito breeding ground, but it's been nice past couple of years. But yeah, I mean all the bugs like this place.
Yeah.
I'm dancing. Well, thanks for coming for a walk around with us here and meeting our different animals. Stay tuned, everybody, because we're hopefully going to have a lot more content to come.